What's going on, tech friends? Hey, welcome back to Technology with Mr. Anderson. How's your week been? Has it been all right? Did you find the masked caper known as Carmen Sandiego in last week's adventure? Hope that went well. I know that it was a fun adventure for me. And this week, we're going to be looking a little bit deeper into Google Earth. And we'll wrap up our Google Earth explorations this week. But today, I'm going to offer one challenge for you, one exploration that I want you to all give a go at, and that's a deeper dive look into our national parks. And it's a super cool element of Google Earth that a lot of people don't realize. So let's check it out. All right, you're taking a look at Google Earth, and I hope that you were able to find this link okay. Just go ahead and launch that as soon as you get in, and we'll get started. Last week, I introduced you to the navigation tab on the left side of your screen, basically right here by this little steering wheel or navigation wheel. Click on that, and you can see there's different indexes. Underneath games is where we found Carmen hanging out. And I hope that was an awesome adventure for you guys. If you haven't tried these other two capers, you should. But back up here, you move through these different indexes, and I want you to click on nature. All right, under this tab, if you do a quick scroll, all kinds of different things going on. Feel free to explore these, by the way. I love taking quizzes when they come up. There's a lot of quizzes underneath the games tab. But in particular today, the National Parks of the United States, if you give this a click, what will happen is it will launch a view of Google Earth with these little windows of where the different national parks are here in the United States. So if you just hover over that with your mouse, it tells you the name of those places. Or you can scroll over here by getting little snapshots in alphabetical order, I believe. No, just kind of just names of different national parks throughout the United States. And I was the other day kind of exploring the, I don't know if I can find it here, the Grand Canyon. There it is. I could click here, or I kind of have a general idea where it's at if I zoom in down here and hover over the top of it. Okay, and you can see nearby there's some other national parks. You've probably heard of some of these, but I'm gonna go ahead and click on the Grand Canyon National Park, and it's gonna zoom in great detail on the national park itself. In fact, it's gonna zoom so far, it's gonna change views, and this guy becomes kind of yellow down here, and that's called Street View, if you never knew that before. Street View is taken by not satellites, but literally people or vehicles that wear 360-degree cameras as they walk or drive through Earth's surface, recording the images. I know it sounds like a lot of work, and it has taken Google a while to compile all that. For instance, right here, I'm literally feel like I'm standing. Again, I'm clicking with one finger and using my extra finger to kind of rotate around. I look like I'm standing on the trail, okay, itself. And I am. I'm at the Bright Angel Trailhead. And this is a location that takes you basically from the rim of the Grand Canyon down. You can see all these different trails here, down to the bottom of the canyon. And if I wanted to literally walk this, I could. Again, I have to scroll a little bit here. But if I click ahead on here, you can click this button to pass some hikers here. It blurs out their faces for privacy purposes, and you'll see most people have their faces blurred. Don't worry about that. Again, I got to click on the arrow. Oh, I guess I'm climbing up out of the canyon here, back to the visitor center. So there you go. And if you wanted to, you could look back to where you were, because the cameras they use show 360. You can even see the sky above you, okay? Now, if I click on this guy again, it removes me from that view and hovers over me. Okay, you can see I was climbing up out of that trailhead, and now I kind of see a view of the parking lot, if you will, for the trailhead. And if I hold down Command, I can click and hold, and I can sort of see where I would have hiked down into. Isn't that cool? It's just amazing that we have these 3D images of these places. And again, if I zoom back out, hold Command and center back up, I can basically get a view of these other indicators right here. And I can click on those if I want, like the Grand Canyon Village, or I can scroll through these one at a time. So if I go back to the Bright Angel Trailhead and I click next, it will take me to the next location it guesses I want to be, okay? Maricopa Point, boy, that's a beautiful photograph. And it's just as good as seeing it almost in person, maybe not as good. Actually, I would love to see this in person. Oh, look at this funny shadow. This is the Google photographer on assignment, and he has a backpack with the 360 camera sticking above that. Isn't that funny? Anyway, his camera is taking these beautiful pictures. And remember, I told you you can click on these if you'd like to hike certain places. So let's keep going. Wow. Give me all these great views. I'm actually going to get out of Street View, and because of time and the fact that I want you to explore, I'll show you one of my favorite locations that I found on Google Earth of the Grand Canyon. Remember, I'm using 2 fingers to scroll in and out. There's a little icon. It looks like it's down in the bottom of the canyon, and I just hover over it. It says that it's the suspension bridge. Hi, Abib. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to go ahead and double click that, and it's going to take me down there. Come on, Google Earth. If not, I can scroll in there. I'll just scroll in there. Ooh, I'm starting to see it. The suspension bridge. Check it out. You can see different rafters taking a lunch break, a little trail end down there. And the suspension bridge is made for human traffic only, so I can actually click down here. Let's see if I can go into Street View. Yep. Street View always indicates using the blue line. So if I click on that, I should be able to get in there. It won't still let me do that. There we go. There I am crossing the bridge. Yeah. Love it. Getting a good view as if I was hiking through there. If it's going to let me go forward or not, it's just showing me a photograph. Anyway, if I zoom back out, yep, I'm seeing a photograph of a gentleman there. So that's just an example of some of the different places you can actually end up. And yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'm going to let you guys explore, jump back out of Street View so you can see where I am. Now, this is only one national park. Remember, if I want to go back to that, I just click on Visit the Grand Canyon. Just click back right here, or excuse me, the national parks. And this is going to allow me to take a look at some of the other parks. And maybe you've been to some of these before with your family, and it'd be fun to explore using Google Earth. So check this out today. Check out places you've always wished you could go or places you've been, and see how it goes. Good luck with your adventure. Google Earth is such an amazing tool. My goodness, there's so many things we could do on there. Today I want you to explore those parks, get into street level view and click around. You know how to get back out of that view, and try that out. Of course, you can always street view other locations around the world as well, as if you're a tourist. And there are some locations that the Google camera car or cameraman hasn't been. So, you know, not everywhere is going to have street view. Just remember that. But take a chance, look it up, see what you can find. And until next time, keep it cool. Later, guys.